So, good afternoon. Second year BCom Computer Applications, second year BCom Computer Applications, Web Technologies, semester 4, Web Technologies. Today we discuss about tables. What are tables? Table is a compulsory set of question from first year. Table is a compulsory set of question from first year. So, discuss about tables. So today's topic is tables or HTML tables, how to create tables and which type of tags are used for creating tables, and what are the advantages, what are the features of using tables in HTML. All these things we are going to discuss today. So table is, what is the definition of a table? A table is a nothing but it is a collection of some rows and columns. Collection of some rows and columns simply used to display some data. Means all types of reports and all types of outputs in a computer application or a computer programs are generally, or web technologies or in web programming are generally displayed in the form of some tables with some colors, some headings, some rows, some columns. And why? Because tables are neat and they are easy to create in HTML, and we may use tables for to display any type of reports, etc. So what are the different types of tables, how to use tables, how to create tables in HTML? It is also one of the compulsory essay type question which is coming from first year. It is one of the compulsory essay type question from first unit of web technologies. So so in this PPT we will explain about all the topics, all the introduction about tables and table tags, etc. So in this chapter you will learn about how to create tables, how table tags, like that. So how to insert a table in HTML, and what are the table attribute, what is table attribute or a table tag, what is table tag, and what are the different parameters or options or attributes available with table tag, how to edit a table, and how to add rows and columns, headers or headings in a table. So all this we may discuss here. So table tag is used to create tables in HTML. So table tag is the tag used to create tables in HTML. So generally every table, we know that every table have a table name, some table name or table heading, and some are table name. Similarly, having some table rows or records, having some table columns or some data cells. Cell is nothing but it is used to insert or display some data inside a table or inside a cell of a table. So in a table there are different concepts. Tables అనేవి ఫస్ట్ యూనిట్ నుంచి వచ్చి కంపల్సరీ వేసే క్వశ్చన్. సో టేబుల్లో మనకి టేబుల్ ట్యాగ్ అనేది యూస్ చేస్తాం. టేబుల్ ట్యాగ్ ద్వారా మనం టేబుల్స్ అనేవి మనం HTMLలో క్రియేట్ చేస్తాం. సో టేబుల్లో మనకి జనరల్గా టేబుల్ హెడ్డింగ్స్ ఉంటాయి, టేబుల్ రోస్, టేబుల్ కాలమ్స్, టేబుల్ సెల్స్, టేబుల్ హెడర్స్, డేటా, టేబుల్ డేటా and captions. All these are the different components or parts of a table. So what are the components or parts of a table? Table tag, table slash table. Table row, table rows are created with tr tag. Table rows are created with a tr tag. Syntax is tr slash tr. So what is a table row? Table row is nothing but it is a collection of some columns or cells. Next is table header, table heading or table header. What is a table heading? The heading or caption given to a table is called as table header. All headings related to a table are generally defined in table header. So how to create table headers? Table headers are created with th tag. th tag. Th means table header. Syntax is th/th. Next is third one is table data. What is table data? Data means generally the data or information which is used to display or show on a table. Which is used to display or show in a table is called as table data. So td tag or td tag is generally used to display a table tag. So next is caption. What is caption? Fourth one is caption. So caption tag. What is caption? Caption tag is generally used to give some captions to a tables. So the table row elements usually contain table header elements or table data elements. So all these are the different parts. Sir. All these are different parts or components of a table. Generally, all these are different terms or terminology used in a table concept. So, what are the terms? What are the concepts in tables? While creating tables means table tag, table/table. Table rows are created with tr tag. Table headers or table headings are created with th tag. Table data is generally created with td tag. Table data is created with td tag, td/td. Table captions are created. Table captions means nothing but table headings are created with caption tag. So what are the different tags used in tables? Table/table, table row or tr, table header or table heading, table headings or table row header, th tag, table data, td tag. Td means table data. Table caption means caption or table caption means caption tags. Caption/caption. So all these are the different tags used in HTML tables to create any type of table in HTML. So why we require tables? Generally, tables are easy to create and tables are very attractive in to display some reports or outputs on a web page or internet. Tables are generally very attractive or user attractive nature to generally created with some colors and different types of colors, captions and different types of fonts like that, so that all the web pages or all the reports or all the outputs in online applications or web applications are generally created with tables. So in every websites or in every online application or websites or web applications, tables are generally frequently used to display the outputs. Generally the outputs, all type of outputs, reports and data entry screens, various data entry screens for capturing data or information from the users are generally created with tables. So tables are used for both data entry purpose as well as for displaying reports or outputs or output purpose also. Similarly, tables, by using tables also we can take the hard copies of the output, hard copies of the printouts and every output on a web page or a website. So this is a simple example of or syntax of a table, how to create tables in HTML. So not only in HTML, tables are generally used in everywhere and every application or web application like ASP, JSP and other combinations of HTML pages like that. So this is the basic syntax of a creating a table. So syntax is table/table. Syntax is table/table. So how to create tables? By using table and /table tags, we may create tables. So the syntax is table border is equals to within quotes 1 tr. Generally in a table, first we may create a table by using table tag. After that we may create some table rows or we may insert some table rows. We may insert or create some table rows by using tr tag. So the syntax, the order is first we table, within the table tag we may use tr or table row tag, and after creating a table row or one row of a table, we may insert or create some table cells or cells of a table or columns of a table by using some td TD means table data. So the order is generally table. Within the table we may create some table rows. After that we may give some headings. Generally it is called as table headings. After that we may use TD tag. TD means table data tag. TD means table data, that is table data means it is the data or information which is generally used to display on a cell of a table. So this is the order to create a table. Table, TR and TH, TD and like that. So table, TH means table headers or table heading, TR means table rows. Table, generally a table row contains many columns. It is used to display some columns or columnar information or data or information on a table. So we create at a time, we create a single row at a time by using TR tag. A row contains, a table row contains many columns or data columns or data cells. They are called as TDs, generally created with TD tags. TD means table data tags, table data tags. So this is the basic syntax of creating table. So here in the first line we may use some syntax called table border is equals to within quotes 1. Border tag or border attribute or parameter is used for to set the size of the border of a table. Means if you give border is equals to 2, means it is a thick border table, it creates a thick border table. And if the number is automatically if the number is increased, the size of the border is also changed. So this is the syntax of a border. So this is the simple representation of a table. This is the simple representation of a table to create a table. So table, generally it is a 3 by 3 or a 2 by 2, 2 rows or a 3 rows and like a table. So in this table there are 2 rows and 2 columns are there, row 1 and column 1. First cell is called as row 1 and column 1, second cell is called as row 1 and column 2, third one is called row 2 and column 1, the fourth one is called as row 2 and cell 2. So it is a 2 by 2 table with 4 cells or 4 data elements. So every table has some rows and some row columns and column numbers and row numbers to identify each cell. So what are the different types of table attributes or table parameters? What are the different attributes or parameters used in to create a table? So all these are the different parameters or attributes: BG color, width, border, cell spacing, cell padding, align, background. All these are the different optional. All these are optional parameters or attributes. Means we may use or may not be used with table tag. These are the different characteristics or properties or settings of a table. So first is BG color. What is BG color? BG color means to set the background color or to change the background color of a table. So BG color is supports generally it is used to set or change the background color of a table. Next parameter is width. What is width? Width is generally used to set or change the width of a table. What is width and what is height? Height means horizontal position, width means in vertical columns. So what is width? Width means we can specify the table width as an absolute number of pixels or a percentage of the document width. Next parameter is border. What is the border? Means table border. Border means table border. You can choose a numeric value for the border width which specifies the border in pixels. So it is the border means it is the size of the border of a table. It is the size of the border of the table. It is generally it is a numeric value given in a within quotes. Next is cell spacing. Here there are two important concepts in the tables are used. First one is cell spacing and cell padding. So what is cell spacing and what is cell padding and what are the differences? So what is cell spacing? Cell spacing means cell spacing represents the space between the cells and is specified in pixels. So what is cell spacing? Cell spacing and cell padding are the two important terms used in tables. Cell spacing means the distance the space between two adjacent cells, the space between two adjacent cells. Generally, that number is represented in pixels. Generally, that number is represented in pixels. So, what is cell spacing? Cell spacing is nothing but the space in between two adjacent cells in a table, or two columns, the space between two columns in a table. So, next is cell padding. What is cell padding? Cell padding is the space between the cell border and the cell contents, and is specified in pixels. So, another term used is cell padding. What is cell padding? Means the cell padding is the distance between space between the cell border, means it is the space measured from the cell border to the center of the cell. It is called as cell padding. Next, another parameter or attribute used in tables is align. Align tag is also used with tables. So, what is align? Means we can align the contents of a cell or a contents of a table with a number of options, like left alignment, right alignment, top alignment, bottom alignment, middle of the cell, bottom of the cell, right of the cell, like this. So, cell align is the another important parameter or attribute generally used with tables. So, by using align tag, we may arrange the cell data or information, or we may arrange the cell contents. Next parameter is background. What is background? To set or change the background of a table. Means we can change or set the color of a background, or similarly we can set some picture or place some picture inside, or some picture inside the table or in the background of a table. So, background parameter is generally used to change the background color of a table, and background image, to set the background image of a table. Similarly, border color dark, all these are other parameters or attributes. So, in exams you may you may require to discuss with some 5 to 6 attributes or parameters. So, tables with bg color, width, border, cell spacing, cell padding, align, background, all these are the different options. All these are the different options or parameters or characteristics with the table tag. So, what is table caption? Next we discuss about what is the table caption. A table caption allows you to specify a line of text that will appear centered above or below the table. Generally, table caption is that captions are some heading used to give to a table. It is generally displayed above the table. So, what is the syntax? Table border is equals to 1, cell padding is equals to 2, caption align is equals to bottom, some text slash caption. So, the caption element has one attribute align, that can be either top or bottom. So, what is the table caption? Table caption is generally used to give some text or caption or some heading to a table. Generally, it is displayed above the table. Next is table header. What is table header or th tag? Generally, table headers are used with th tag. Table data cells are represented by the td element. What is td tag? A td tag is generally used to display table data or information in a cell. Cells can also be th, means table header elements, which results in the content of the table header cell. So, next is table data and table header attributes. So, again for table data and table header attributes or parameters, there are many options are available, like col span, row span, align, v align, width, height. All these are the other options which are available with other headings. So, this is the syntax. This is the simple syntax or a sample program with a table tag. So, basic table tag. So this is the sample program for creating tables in HTML. So first we start with the table tag. So table border is equals to 1, width is equals to 50%. Means here we may set the border, table border to 1, size of the border is 1, and width is for 50%. Next is caption tag. Caption h1 and tr, th, slash tr, like that. So this is the simple example of using or creating tables in HTML. So this is the output of the program using table tag. So this is another example of creating table tag with some table rows, table headings, table data, all these other attributes with other attributes. So this is the output. So here we may observe that th, td and tr should always have end tag. So while creating tables or while using table header tag, that is th tag, and td tag, that is table data tag, and table row tr tag, we should always close the closing tags properly. Means the inner tag should be properly closed. Means although the end tags are formerly optional, many browsers will mess up with formatting of the tables if you omit the end tags. Next one is a default table has no border. Means generally table many browsers does not support borders with the table tag. So a default table has no borders. Means by default tables are drawn without any border lines. You need the border attribute to draw the lines. Next, third point is by default a table is flush with the left margin. Means generally by default all the data or information in a cell is left aligned. Means the data or the content is generally displayed in the left. By default it displays in the left position in a table cell or a table data or information. Next is frames. So another important concept, there are two essay type questions. There are two compulsory essay type questions from first unit. First is tables or table tag. Means what are HTML tables, or what are tables, or what are HTML tables, how to create tables in HTML. So that is first essay type question. Second essay type question is frames. Second important concept or second essay type question coming from first unit is frames. So what are frames or what are HTML frames? What are frames or what are HTML frames? And how to create frames in HTML? How to create frames in HTML? So what are frames? So we start with about what are frames and how to use frames and how to create frames in HTML. Which type of tags are used in to create frames in HTML? All these things we may discuss here. So what are frames? Frames are a relatively new addition to the HTML standard, first introduced in. So what are the objectives? Upon complete objectives of this concept is, upon completion of this section, you should be able to create a frame based page, work with the frame set, frame tag, no frames, like that user. So here we may create we may learn how to use what are frames and how to use frames in HTML or in a HTML web page, and what are the different frame tags, what are the different types of frame tags used in while creating frames. All these things we may learn here. So what is a frame? What is the definition of a frame, and where we use the term frame in a HTML program? So a framed page is actually made up of multiple HTML pages. There is one HTML document that describes how to break up the single browser window into multiple window panels. Each window panel is filled with an HTML document. So what is a frame? Frame is nothing but it is some portion of a window. frame is nothing but it is a some portion of a or some space of a window. Generally, a page, HTML page or a web page or a screen is divided into multiple areas or multiple areas like multiple columns and multiple rows. Each space is again is called as its frame. So a frame is nothing but a small area. A frame is nothing but a small area covered in a or placed in a HTML page or a web page. So we can divide the working space of a screen. Generally, we may divide the working space or available space of a screen into multiple columns and multiple rows. Each portion is called as a frame. So every frame has its own properties, and every frame has its own page to be loaded, and every frame has its a separate HTML page or HTML program to be loaded, like that. And there are basically two types of frames: horizontal frames and vertical frames. For example, to make a framed page with a window pane on the left and one on the right requires HTML. So generally we may divide the screen. Generally we may divide the screen or the given available screen area into multiple rows and columns, and each portion is called as a frame, and every frame is allowed to load a different HTML page. So every frame is allowed to load a different HTML page. So by using frames, what is the concept of frame is, by using frames we simply divide the working area. We simply divide the area into multiple portions in rows and columns, and each portion or each space is loaded with a separate HTML page. So generally frames are used to create menus, and frames are used to create some page headings and like that. So this is the example of a frame. This is the example of a frame. Frames are, as we know that frames are two types: horizontal frames and vertical frames. So frames are here. It is a simple example of using two vertical frames. Two vertical frames means divide the given screen or divide the screen into two vertical portions, and each portion is loaded with a separate HTML file. Portion 1 or frame 1 is loaded with doc1.html, and frame 2 is loaded with doc2.html. So the frame or the screen is divided. The screen is divided into two vertical positions, are loaded with two HTML pages by simply dividing the screen area into two portions in vertical manner. So this is a vertical frames. Next, similarly we may use horizontal frames also. We may use horizontal. In horizontal frames we may divide the given screen into horizontal position, or given the frame, given the screen, divide the screen into horizontal way or horizontal manner. So similarly we may use both horizontal frames as well as vertical frames at a time. So we may we are allowed to divide the screen into in multiple ways by using horizontal frames and vertical frames, so that many programs or many HTML programs are loaded into separate each screen or each frame. So next in this PPT, in this page, what are the we may learn about what are the different frame tags are available. What are the different types of frames, or what are the different types of frame tags are available. So to create frames in HTML, there are basically two tags are used. To create frames in HTML, there are two types of tags are available. First one is frame set tag, second one is frame tag. So to create frames or to create and use frames in HTML, there are two types of tags are available. First one is frame tag, second one is frame set tag. So two tags are used. First one is frame and second one is frame set tag. So what is a frame tag and what is a frame set tag, and how to use them, and what are the syntax, what are the syntax, how to use them in a HTML program is we are going to learn. So what is a frame set tag? A frame set tag is placed in the HTML document before body element The frame set describes the amount of screen real estate is given to each window span given by dividing into screen into rows. And generally, while using frames in HTML, there are two terms are used, terms are used, rows and columns. Two concepts are used, rows and columns. So while creating horizontal frames, we may use rows, we may use the concept called rows, whereas while creating vertical frames, we may use columns. Means we may simply divide the screen into vertical columns or vertical position by using columns. Similarly, while creating rows, horizontal rows or horizontal frames, we may use concept called rows. So what is a frame set tag? Frame set tag is generally used to set or change or give the properties of the frames used. What is a frame set tag? Frame set tag is generally used to create or used to tell about how the frames are divided, and how the frames are used in a HTML case. So what is a frame set? Frame set tag is generally used before body tag or within body tag. So while creating frames, first of all, we should create the frame set, or we should assign the frame set tag. After that, we may use the frame tag. What is a frame tag? Frame tag is nothing but it is the frame or the web page to be loaded in a page. And means the page to be loaded, or the page loaded in a frame is defined with frame tag. So the frame set will then contain frame elements one per division. So generally first we create or use frame set tag. After that we may use frame tag. So because there is no body container, frame set pages can't have. Generally while using frames, there is no concept of using background images or background pictures. No concept of using background images and background pictures or elements in the background. So this is the syntax of using frame and frame set tag. This is the syntax or architecture. This is the frame page architecture of a frames in HTML. So how to use frame set and how to use frame tags in HTML to create frames. So first we start with HTML head, title, some title, immediately some body tag. After that, first we use or create frame set tag. After that we may use frame set tag. What is frame set tag? What is the syntax of frame set tag? Frame set columns is equals to within quotes 23% comma 77%. So first we create, while creating and using frames in HTML, first we create or set the properties of the frame by using frame set tag. So the syntax is frame set space cols or columns is equals to within quotes 43% comma 77%. So here we may use cols parameter. What is cols parameter means? We are using dividing the screen into vertical manner. We are using or creating the screen into a vertical manner, so that we may create the two vertical frames. The first frame is 23% of the total screen space, and the second frame is 77% of the total screen. And one more thing here we observed is the total sum of the space should be matched with 100%. Means we may create any number of frames or by splitting the screen into vertical and horizontal manner, but the condition is the total space or total sum of the space should be equals to 100%. So here the first vertical frame contains 23% and second frame contains 77%, and the sum is 100%. So first we create the frames, or we create the frames by using frame set tags. After that, immediately we may use frame tag. After immediately using frame set tag, we may use frame tag. So what is frame tag? Frame tag is used to load the frame or load the content of the frame with some HTML code. So every frame have some HTML page. So here we use two vertical columns or two vertical frames. The first frame we may load, generally we may load the first HTML page, and in the second frame we are loading the second HTML page. So the syntax is frame src is equals to within quotes doc1.html, and again frame src is equals to doc2.html. So here we may create two frames, two vertical frames. The first frame contains 23% and second frame contains some 77%. In the first frame we are using or loading, we are loading first HTML file, and in the second frame we are loading the second HTML file. So in this way we may create the vertical frames. So the syntax is, first we create or set frame set tag. Second one is we may use frame tag to load HTML, individual HTML pages. This is the simple example. This is the example of using vertical frames. So similarly we may create horizontal frames also by dividing the screen or screen area into rows, different rows. Here for vertical frames we may use cols parameter, whereas in horizontal frame creation or horizontal frames we may use rows or row parameter. So the diagram below is a graphical view of the document described above. So frame set container. So what is a frame set, and what is the why we require frame set, how to use frame set? So the frame set element creates divisions in the browser window into a single direction. This allows you to define divisions as either rows or columns. Rows means determines the size of number of regular rows within a frame set. They are set from top of the display area to the bottom. So possible values are absolute pixel units, that is 360, 120 degrees. So a percentage of screen height, that is 75%, 25% like that. So frame set tag. Frame set tag is used to generally set or change or give the properties of the frames created or used in a frame. So generally frame set tag contains two attributes, rows and columns. Rows and columns. Rows are used to divide the given screen into number of rows, that is horizontal frames. Similarly columns parameter is used to create the screen into number of vertical columns, so that we may create horizontal columns and vertical columns by using frame set. So to create frames, to create and use frames in HTML, first of all you have to define the frame set tag. Frame set tag you have to write the frame set tag only. So frame set tag contains the properties of the frames designed and used, means number of frames used and which type of frames are used, that is horizontal frame or vertical frame, and what are the spaces, what are the percentages of spaces used, means what frame 1 contains how much percent and frame 2 contains which percent, like that. Similarly, so there are two parameters, cols and rows. Rows means to divide the screen into two horizontal rows, and for creating horizontal frames, and cols is generally used to divide the screen into two or more vertical frames. So this is another example. This is another example of using frame set. Syntax is frame set cols is equals to within quotes 200 20% star 2 star.